I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night. And now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. And I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, can you imagine? And I feel the magic, can you imagine? And I feel the magic, it's all around us. And I feel the magic, it's all around us. There's wonder on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, can you imagine? And I feel the magic, can you imagine? And I feel the magic, it's all around us. And I feel the
Oh, we better take that away, else you won't be able to see me. Let me just sort that owl out. Ta-da! Did that trick you as much as it tricked me? Good evening, everyone. And I'm just looking at your greetings. Yeah, Michelle Foster, it's great to see you here. Twinkle33, I love that, Lena. Jean Hartman, I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. Jean, I hope you're well. And Karen McAllister, Mandy, Kim Jane, and Linda Gold. It's a thrill to be here with you all tonight. Look like the talking head tonight. There's just that much. And there's all of them taking up all this space. So I asked Archangel Gabriel to join us tonight and bring forward anything the Archangel so chooses. So let's see what kind of ride we have this evening. King's birthday. Well, what happened there? Sorry, I must have got something sour in my mouth. I see, Kim. No, the public holiday is when there's a public holiday in Western Australia. Might sound a little biased, but obviously when there's a public holiday over here, then I'm not working. So, and I understand if on a public holiday in the East or overseas that, you'd rather be doing something else. I understand and appreciate that too. Mandy Young, good to see you here. I seem to be missing you these days, wondering where you're at. Yeah, Karen. So a topic that comes forward, AI, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence and the soul is what was written when I was calling in Archangel Gabriel. So right away, my dear hearts, what do you think about artificial intelligence? I mean, there's a lot of people don't have a lot of intelligence these days, but artificial intelligence, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. So artificial intelligence and the soul. Oh, even putting those, hi Lisa, even putting that in a sentence, I totally agree with Lisa. It leaves me cold because to me, those things do not belong together. What was one of those old kids' songs? One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, definitely not like the other. Oh, well, there you go, Karen McAllister. So here we have it from Archangel Gabriel. And I hear a little bit of racket going on. So we will probably have some input from the 9. Okay. From the 9. So I will, I haven't had any beings come in and reference themselves as from the 9. So I'm a little, I'm just sitting on that one, but that's what I was listening to because there seems to be a little bit of kerfuffle going on about that question, but I'm going to read. That's right, Jean Hartman. AI doesn't have a soul. And that says it all. Interesting, been pondering it yourself, Karen, and Twinkle33, having two minds about it, has pros and cons, not comfortable at all. Right, now, you've all written something that is so very appropriate because you're all spot on. There are most definitely pros. If we look at it in terms of advancement, and that's the way it's sold to us, you could say that it is a very good step forward for humanity. List some of the ways that you think it's a good step forward for humanity. And I'm going to say to every one of those step forwards, the word easy followed by the word lazy. A long time ago, there used to be stores called convenience stores. Right? It's an American term, right? There was, when I was a kid, there was the delicatessen, but the delicatessen referenced particular food types. Convenience is a different word. What have we seen over the last, I don't know, maybe 20 years, the increase of working 7 days a week, working on a Sunday, which was not the done thing when I was growing up, except if you were like me, a nurse, a firey, a doctor, an emergency service, you worked every day, 24 hours a day. But when we're looking at things like food stores and so forth, even pubs didn't open all the time on a Sunday. Yeah, a step forward for science, not humanity. So things needed to become, so we were hurried along to believe, more convenient, easier, take less time, quicker, more access, 24/7. So now we have supermarkets open 24/7. Now we have everything 24/7. We have the internet 24/7. We even didn't have television 24/7 when I was a kid. Some of you would be too young to know that, but we didn't. It closed. It was not on all night. So, over the years, things have become more and more easy. And yet, people are so time poor and there's so much more sickness. People have so much more bad health What is wrong in that picture? Convenience, easy, even to the point where you don't even have to make your own meals anymore. You can go to the supermarket and pick up a roast, pick up a whatever, or you can have it brought to the door. So how exactly has any of that helped humanity? There are still starving people in the world, apparently. There are still abusers abusing other people, other human beings, children in the world. So, what's missing in this picture? Where has all this convenience, easy life, busyness, 24/7, where has it got us? And now we have AI put in the mix and people are celebrating it. The common phrase I've seen is, I don't have to think anymore. If only they realised what they were saying. Yes, ABC test pattern. Yes, Lisa. I'm just going to keep up with your comments as we go along. So Twinkle 33, Lena, if it's used to close off and shut down humans down, I'm not on board. There's no joy or life without humans. Well, there is no life without humans, right? Convenience, I think not. Recipe for loneliness and disaster. Yes, Lena. It's not natural. It's right, Mandy. Creating humanity to become lazy around looking after themselves, staying inside, not living outside in nature. Yes, Karen. And Kim Jane, an overarch of our time and our transactions. Some are still with each other or are less personal, unlike the good old checkbook from the 80s. Yeah, there's no balance. Yes. Yes, my superstar souls. You are all on track and maintaining your sense of critical thinking. There are some key words in here: balance, responsibility, humans, humanity. These are the important words. Looking after themselves. You know, you go to any hospital, any doctor's surgery, they are more busy than ever. People don't have to be responsible. Now, what is going to happen with this AI? So I had a lady here today for a reading, and she was counting the number of years that she's been seeing me, and I think we were both rather shocked. It's a long time. And she said to me, I don't know why you don't participate in a particular advertising campaign that's coming up. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is finding life so difficult. Everybody is looking for messages. Would you all agree with that? I hesitate with that because I know through my experience of channeling, being the messenger, often get shot, that people say they want it, but when it comes down to it, they don't listen. They don't take on board the messages because it doesn't suit the answer they wanted or the plan that they thought was on their what they wanted for their life. So I was then talking to this lady about AI and how there are a new breed of clairvoyance. Are you ready for this? Codependency. Well, that's another interesting statement, Karen. Thank you. So this is the thing to consider. A new breed of clairvoyant, a new breed of medium They ask AI for your messages. Now, if I'm going to promote my work, which as a medium, clairvoyant, whatever, I have never done, until my website for Heal with Gwenda was up, and even then I didn't use such labels. So with this lady talking to me about participating in an advertising campaign, she said, well, then you would have the most outstanding ad because you're real. And I thought, you know what? That's a really good headline, isn't it? Come and sit with the real messenger, a real messenger between heaven and earth. So to see AI coming into this space, into divine space, talk about make my hair stand on ends. What do you think about that? How would you feel about going to see a clairvoyant or a medium and they say, well, I've got a Q card, whatever you call them, QR code here. Just pop that on your screen, and when the card comes up, just show it again and it'll give you a deeper reading. What would you think about that? There you go. Thank you, Mandy. That is scary. And yes, Lisa, being the kind of beauties you are in here, I would expect that kind of answer. Oh, there's a word I didn't want to use tonight, expect. But isn't that, I'm not sure which word to use. Flabbergasted, I think. So whilst we have seen such a big upsurge of move to the fifth dimension, come into the fifth dimension, or we're going into a new earth, we're going into a new dimension of consciousness, and then I hear about these things, I go, oh, I don't know that I would be calling that a higher level of consciousness. But do you know what? There are people who actually, in this side of things, who actually do believe that this AI is part of the new spiritual higher consciousness. I'm open to your thoughts. I'm open to your opinions on this. Twinkle says AI is impersonal, has no morals, not interested. I've shut down offers of AI being used in spiritual communities and settings, not for me. Oh, yes. So proud of you, Lena. So proud of you. Thank you. And I hope that people who truly, truly know what the soul, or going on their journey of knowing their soul, knowing God, knowing the guides and angels, I hope that they will do the same as you, Lena. And really stand up for that. That is brilliant. You know, I'm a co-author in a book coming out of America towards the end of this year, and we were asked to come up with our title for our chapter and our subtitle. And the person who heads up this this project recommended ChatGPT, I think that's what it's called, to help you. And I went, all you people call yourselves healers. All you people call yourself angel connectors. Huh? And for something as important as this book, you want to go to ChatGPT or GPT, whatever it's called. And I thought, it's making me do that, you know, and it makes my frown line a lot deeper. And it makes me get lines under my eyes. I'm like, oh, I don't get this. So, you're more than welcome, Lena. You have made my day with your expression there. I am so proud of you. And remembering that I did invite Archangel Gabriel to come in and speak about this and share. So when I was sitting getting ready for you, I always ask what topic, what subject would the divine light brought forward? And the first thing that was written was levels of consciousness. And I went, oh, yeah, love that. And then it went on to own journey. Oh, yes, go in to meet God, go out to the universe, go up to higher awareness, go up to higher self, AI and the soul. So that was the answer I got about talking. Lisa. That was the answer I got when I was asking what they would like to talk about. And Gabrielle is the one who has worked through me for over 3 decades, nearly 4 decades. So let's have a look and see what he has to say about these other headings that were in here. And I'm just going to catch up. Karen says, I've heard of this, many people running meditation classes. Huh? What? I'm going to put that there for everybody to see. You what? Oh my gosh. See, it just makes my face crinkle badly. Have you all read that? Oh my Lord. Oh my. Oh my. So levels of consciousness. We mentioned going to the 5th dimension. You can actually move your level of consciousness through being aligned and listening to, being guided by your intuition. You can shift your level of consciousness through living practices every day that lead you from your heart and from your soul. You can shift your level of consciousness simply through the kind of conversations, the kind of words that you choose to really resonate with and sit with you. All of those things shift your level of consciousness. Staying there is the interesting part, because if you've got a partner, a spouse, whatever, who is a non-believer, then you may find that you fall down, you fall back to old ways. All that is your own self, different parts of yourself, really looking to see where are you truly aligned. And also for you to be able to look and see, well, what is this opportunity offering me? What is this experience offering me to grow or to lift my consciousness? But if you are in a habit of being quiet because other people don't agree with what you say and other people don't want to hear what you've got to say, then you will go back to normal behavior, a habit of fitting in. Now, I want to tell you tonight that when you choose to move your level of consciousness and you have a spouse, a child, a friend that is not on the same page, you do not have to slip in to that old way of being. You can maintain your level of consciousness the whole time and let them carry on. You don't need to slip into familiar territory, shall we say. So how do you stay there? By what you're thinking, by how you're answering, by how you're engaging. I find silence very helpful, very helpful. And if they are so rutted in what they believe and what they have to say, and even if they are actually going at you about your beliefs, silence is golden and powerful. And you can give, oh yeah, all right, I see. You can give those kind of answers. as long as what is going on in here is aligned with your heart and is aligned with that higher consciousness. If you are going, but underneath you're like, oh, I so want to tell you what I think, or you're so wrong, or whatever. Oh, well, you've slipped a cog, and you've come into that murky territory where there are those old habits sitting. So being able to be the observer of your own thoughts is your power. That is the secret key to your power at all times, all times. Kim Jane, need to work on that. Heck no to chat BDT as well. Scary times. Questions so much. Keep to myself on these topics. Today's chat, beautiful, filling my heart. What is it that Kim Jane and Karen are saying you need to work on? What is it that you need to work on? Well, you're certainly filling my heart tonight, Lena. Twinkle33, I'm delighted. And isn't it interesting that you've come in this evening? Is this why they're answering you? So it's beautiful. So I want to also go with these things that Archangel Gabriel brought forward to me to talk about. There's so much, there's contradiction, but there's also confusion for everyone. So, you know, they came away, they don't want you to believe that, to believe in God, God is someone separate to you, God is someone that sits up there in the clouds and he's a man and all that. They don't want you to believe that. They want you to believe that God is within. And then in the same breath, they will tell you to go out to the universe, send out to the universe. Can you see the disparity here? There's no balance in that. And then they will ask you to come to higher consciousness. And we go up out of the body to go to higher consciousness. So if you're going to the realm of theta healing, as it's called, or quantum physics, quantum healing, where do you go? Out there. And you go beyond yourself. But then they tell you, no, you must go inward. God is within. Your, your everything about you is within. Your power is within. My gosh, but no wonder people get confused. So what I want to do with the help of Archangel Gabriel is to make everything a lot more clear. Okay, so being with people that don't feel great, that aren't on the same page, you mean Karen and Kim. Yep, gotcha. So we are not separate from the divine. The illusion of separation is found in this world and through the failings of mankind, the separation is increased through things like jealousy, greed, desire, power, a want to control, a want to be in control. As a divine spark, being that of the Creator, which you may call God, you may call something else, there is an eternal union. It is only through your own choices that that union is not by that which you live. It is only through your own influenced mind that you are taken apart from that union. To reach beyond yourself is to know that this physical life is not all there is. And it is to accept that you need to go beyond this physical mind to be able to embrace the yearning of your soul, the experiences and what the soul wished to achieve from the experiences in this lived experience. To say we go up to the higher self or other name, soul, is correct because the higher self resides outside of the physical self. Higher consciousness is where you meet your higher self and where you meet the layers of, you may call heaven, or where you meet the layers of the worlds beyond this one. When you are called to go inward, inward is where you can feel into the messages, where you can find a sanctuary of peace. Because when you go inward, you will align yourself with the essence of who you are, being your true self. And that in itself is a difficulty for many of you, only because you sit within the mind and you have a sense of being lost, which began sometimes before you were even arrived into this physical world. To make it more clear, align yourself completely between heaven and earth. You must be aligned with the earth, the physical earth, while you are here, because the physical earth offers much for you for healing and for guidance. And within the earth, as you know, there are many life forms who are also here for your guidance and your healing. To live this life successfully, it is important for you to be earthed and then to be aligned to the worlds beyond the physical. We hope that this has been a help to you tonight. AI and the soul are not one and can never be one. You may find that you can work with the artificial intelligence in some aspects of your life, or perhaps in your work, but purely from the point of view of what it can perhaps ease for you in a work situation. However, it will never make ease or peace like your soul and your heart can make for you. AI will never bring you the harmony that sits in your soul, or the harmony of being aligned between heaven and earth. Now then, let's have a look and see what you're saying here. My human vibration, Aaron. I see Kim and Karen. Thank you very much. This is always going to use a word a lot of people don't like, but with Kim Jane's comment to not be affected by the mayhem and low vibration behavior. We always have a choice at any moment as how we will interact, engage, what we will give our attention to. So being able to not be affected by the mayhem and the low vibration, your first question to ask yourself is, why is my attention being taken to that mayhem and low vibration? Great channeling. Oh, it's a pleasure, Karen. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We thank Archangel Gabriel. Now, I want to know who the 9 are. So, we the 9, the Council of 9. Okay. And the Council of 9 are from where, please? The Council of 9, beings of the light, the 9th realm of heaven. So we have the presence of the Council of 9 with us tonight as well, and they would have been bringing some of that information in as they go in union on these things. Music to my ears, that tune. Oh, that's a beautiful twinkle. That is really lovely. Karen's got challenging, but I know she meant channeling. So the Council of 9, let's see. And as I say, I have not had engagement with the Council of 9 before. And I know that having Archangel Gabriel present, as is Michael's energy, that it is okay for me to receive from the Council of 9. Really? Lightning. I'm going to do a little bit of automatic writing here, and then I will tell you what it is that they have written. Well, that's really interesting. So the Council of 9 introduced themselves as beings of the light, and I will always question any being that comes through to me that says they're a being of light. These ones say beings of the light, the 9th realm of heaven. Lightning is our energy. We don't need any of that in this house. Thank you. We are one with Archangel H.E.A.L. So this for me is really interesting because I received an amazing automatic writing with Archangel Raziel last week or the week before. And it was incredible. So for the Council of Nine to say that they are one with Archangel Raziel and they speak with light and sacred symbols. It makes sense to me because everything that Raziel did with me was in quite amazing symbols. We appear to you as shards of light in luminous blue and opaque white. Now, they're making me extremely hot here at the moment, very hot. And I can feel that there is some shift in the vibration of my vocal cords, of my voice, which I am a little bit, not hesitant, but I'm interested in them having some difficulty working that, because being a pure channel, normally they can just come through. So maybe it is me that is blocking them. Kim Jane, 9, 18, 27, 36, magic numbers of geometry that governs the form of material forms on earth. Thank you, Kim. Twinkle 33, I'm super conscious about 9 being think of you, Gwenda. I always get hot. Thank you, Twinkle. Tanya, good evening. Yeah, a bit later than I would have liked, but here now. I tell you what, you've missed some pretty cool stuff, Tanya, so I hope you get a chance to watch it again later. It's been quite amazing this evening. So with right, so they've cooled me down a little bit now. It's quite lovely. It feels like I've got a gentle coolness breathing upon me. And what was interesting for me too is that I was called to get this piece of apatite, is what it's called. And now even the colour is not coming through. Oh, there you go. Can you see that? It really is. It's quite a spectacular bluey green colour, really interesting. And it's all blurry there. So them saying that they come in a luminous blue and opaque white, this is an unusual blue. I would say, I can actually see some green on it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful piece, Tanya. And it was interesting. I was called to bring that out to sit next to me, and this lovely piece of rose quartz, which doesn't want to look like rose quartz. Now, so they're asking me to look to the formation of these pieces because, as they said, we speak with sacred symbols and light. So in each of these pieces, when I look at them, you can actually see shapes. Now, that's not to be smart or state the obvious, because a lot of people don't take any notice of the shapes. And what they are showing me is the interesting shapes that can be seen, particularly in that piece of rose quartz. Now, I anticipate that they will show me through these shapes what is meant. And the other interesting thing is when I look at the markings in these shapes, they actually remind me of the markings on runes. Do any of you have a set of runes? On the runes are, shall I call them hieroglyphs? The runes have old sacred language. And I see those marks in here. If I pick up this piece of labradorite, which is an absolute beauty, you may yourself even be able to see markings that look like hieroglyphs. No, we're not going mad now. See all that mess there? Yeah, that's my doing. So I'll just put it back over here before Lisa growls at me. And then in this beauty piece of fluorite, look at that. Look at that fan of energy in there. So if I'm to sit and ponder with these, then I'm going to be able to see what it is that the Council of Nine are drawing my attention to with sacred symbols and speak with light. Now I'm going to ask them to explain to me why they've come through tonight, what was important to them about this particular conversation tonight on AI and consciousness and the soul. So I'm just going to invite them to express what it is that they want to bring to you on that topic. You may have heard of the Golden Age. At this time, there is a golden arc that is coming towards the earth and around the earth. It is in that golden arc that we will shine our light and where we will bring to life the symbols and the light, the strikes of lightning into your world. The Golden Age is a very important time for humanity. It is not the first time that humanity have been through the Golden Age. Do not let yourself be deceived by those who say that it is the first, for it is not. You will be able to see the golden arc that we bring to the earth. It will first and foremost appear as if there is a very unusual rainbow, except that you will see that in this golden arc there are no other colours but the gold. What there will be are interesting symbols, interesting signs. And for those of you who work in a higher consciousness, who choose to know more about a higher consciousness, you will connect with that golden arc and those beautiful symbols will resonate with you. You do not need to know what they say on a mental level. We do not speak to you on a mental level. We speak to your soul. Well, there you have it. Oh, did you, Michelle? How gorgeous. Michelle, when was your birthday? My gosh, have I missed it? So that was a lovely, unexpected channel. I thought I was going to just write their message, and I'm not hot anymore. I hope you enjoyed their message. I will explain to you that what I could see as they were bringing it through was a beautiful arc of like a gold rainbow, but in that gold rainbow, a little bit like the pink quartz, rose quartz crystal there, were like interesting lightning strikes and creating codes, creating these hieroglyphic codes. So if you are someone who works from the mind and you're trying to figure it out, then I ask you to have a nice drink of water and forget about trying to figure it out because it won't work. right? It's not for your mind, and your mind, it's none of your mind's business, if I put it that way. There's some things your mind needs to learn to mind its own business with. When the mind tries to override the soul, this is where we get into confusion, overwhelm, anxiety, wanting to control things, falling into old habits. And that's not the least bit helpful to the soul, is it? So just chill, leave it be. You will understand. And if your mind's going, what if I don't? What if I don't? Well, once again, ask it to just sit up the back of the bus and be quiet, because there are some things it simply doesn't need to understand. When you think about the fact that you are infinite and eternal, your soul self is infinite and eternal, how could you possibly think that the mind could know more? How could you possibly think the mind would have all the answers? Doesn't. It's a bit like AI and the soul. It really doesn't go in the same sentence, does it? So when we're working with the mind and we're wanting to know which way I need to go to get to the Jeans West shop, which way I need to go to get the QBD books, that's awesome. Put the mind to work. When you want to know about how long does my piece of apple pie need to be in the fridge or in the oven, put the mind to work. Anything else, leave it be. Simple. Oh, beautiful. Lena, God bless your brother. Hope he's having an awesome, will have an awesome birthday in heaven, floating around out there in the universe. So what an interesting conversation this evening on levels of consciousness. Go out there, come in here, using AI to write meditations, using AI to write spiritual books, clairvoyants that are using AI to get your messages. Wow. Yeah, glad I don't live in that realm. And that's the other thing, you see. There's realms within realms here. It just depends on where you want to be. So I love the analogy that was put to me actually by my son. And after that, I went and asked to be shown more. I made comment to Ryan. Yeah, Tanya, I said you missed some really cool conversation and some beautiful messages from Archangel Gabriel. So you'll enjoy the replay, love. I made comment to my son one time about the monk sitting on the mountain meditating, and his comment to me was, who says he's meditating? I said, oh, Ryan, are you being difficult? And he goes, no, you tell me. How do you know if he's meditating? And I thought, that's a very reasonable question to ask. So when I meditated on that, I was shown an amazing imagery. And it was of a big mountain, and there's the monk sitting on the top, and there's all the beautiful landscape, of the clouds and blue sky and all that jazz, and then all this greenery down the mountain. But down the bottom of the mountain was a village, and they had nothing. There was no shops, there was no nothing. They lived off the earth, and they were all really happy. But they were also oblivious to the monk sitting on the mountain, just as he was oblivious to them at the bottom of the mountain. And then they showed me a different landscape of a cityscape. So all the towering buildings, the smog, the traffic, the people, the noise, the neon lights, the whole lot. Those people so busy, rushing everywhere, and all that smog and the tall concrete buildings. Oblivious to the people living at the bottom of the mountain who have nothing and yet were happy. Oblivious to the monk sitting on the mountain meditating. Do you see? Realms within realms. realms within the very world that you live in, because it's all about where your consciousness is at, what you choose to see, where you choose to place your focus. So when I go into the city these days, as I have done for a number of years now, when I go into the city, I choose to look for the natural parts of the city. And I do have a lot to say when I see more and more concrete being put around the city. So I will go to a park to meet clients. I won't meet them in a concrete building. Wherever possible, I will meet with friends in an environment that has some kind of resonance with nature. Or if not, then I'm not in there for a long time. So at any time, any moment, you can choose where your level of consciousness sits by what you choose to be absorbed by in your surrounds. Yeah, that's exactly right, Lisa. It's ridiculous. That's right there. Cheating clairvoyants. They should call themselves the CCs. Cheating clairvoyants. Yeah. So I hope that, I think from all of your, it was ridiculous. I think, make up your mind. From your beautiful comments tonight and your lovely engagement, I can see that you have enjoyed the channeled messages and that you've enjoyed the topic, and it's been a lovely help. Lena, it's a thrill to see you here. I hope to see you again. And as always, Tanya, Michelle, Lisa, Kim and Karen, Jean, thank you all for being here this evening. And especially as it was a public holiday for you in the East Coast, I really appreciate you being here. So you all take very good care of yourselves. Do start to really put into practice what level of consciousness you want to be in. What is it that you would like to place your focus on in and around you in any moment, because it makes a really big difference, really big difference. Thank you, Karen. Yes, it is wonderful to be with everyone. We have a beautiful group of people that come in with us and share in the dialogue and greet each other. I love the way that you all welcome each other too. It is really, really lovely. Yeah, that's true. Kim Jane, the gardens in the cities feel otherworldly. But there's other things to find. Gwenda and Co. I like that, Mandy. You're very welcome. Oh, cool, Tanya. Lovely, and love to hear your feedback. Feel free to send an email to us and say how you found it. Good night, everyone. God bless.